and also give higher visibility to the drivers making this right turn. See a couple of other things that we're doing. We're also striping this area out over here for this on-ramp. This will create more visibility for the bicycle driving across this on-ramp. Then cars know, hey, this is a buffer zone, so they should make this right turn a little farther out. Let's see, what else do we have? We're also, some of the aesthetic thing that we're doing, we're putting new planting on this median here on Airport Boulevard and improving some of the sidewalks aesthetics as well. And yeah, we're excited for this project. And schedule-wise, right now we're currently looking forward to another submittal for design towards the 95% set this month. After that, we're looking to submit this project to Caltrans because a portion of this project is within Caltrans right away. So that will take a couple months to get that coastal permit process approved. And after that, we'll bid this out for construction. So this is just a brief overview of kind of the improvements for this project. And I'll be happy to answer any questions, or if you guys have any feedback, I'll be happy to listen to as well.
How tall will be the tree on the Airport Boulevard? Or is it bushes? Or what is it here?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question? I couldn't get it.
How tall are you think that will be the trees on the Airport Boulevard, or bushes, or whatever is it? The six. Like
these trees right here.
Yeah.
We're still working with our maintenance guys, but we'll definitely. This is still in design, so unfortunately, I don't have a answer for you right here. Is there a preferred height you guys are looking for, or?
Yeah. I was wondering because, like, if you will see when you will go there. Okay. If you will make like a left turn, how you will be seeing there. Visibility there.
Yeah, so we'll definitely consider visibility while we're choosing the trees.
Is there a left turn lane removed from? It looks like, because right now aren't you able to make a left from Airport onto Grand in the westbound direction? Is that where? Because I noticed the that island with the trees. I guess I can't remember if there was a left turn lane there, but is there a left turn movement being taken out?
We are removing that left turn movement at this intersection to accommodate some of these bike lanes and these other modifications. Yeah, this was decided during the planning process.
Oh, that you will not be able to move from the Airport Boulevard to the left?
I think what Justin is mentioning, there used to be a left turn going from northbound on Airport.
No, going from the opposite direction.
This one, right?
No.
Yeah. You're talking about this one, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still there. That left turn lane. Yeah, I think this figure is just missing that left turn marker.
So the left turn was removed so that to be able to put in that refuge island in the median right there. Was that the reason that was done?
Yeah, and we're also concerned with some of the phasing of the timing because we're adding new movements at this intersection. So this left turn was removed.
Did was remove some line on the Grand Avenue when you are going like Grand Avenue or cross? No, I don't have from the top to the bottom, don't they have 3 lines there now? Or am I mistaken? When you are going from the top to I don't know.
This over here?
Yeah, on the top. Yeah, there. Is it not that
I believe
extra?
there's
I think that's 2 lanes
two lanes, yeah.
right
And then
now.
the,
It's not there like
Yeah.
a 3 now? Maybe it's maybe. Thought it was like a 3 there.
I was just curious. I'm not a fan of the bulb out corners. I think it in intersections, I know they're designed to make cars go slower, but I also think it crowds the vehicles together when making turns and whatnot. As far as the trees go, I've seen some planted, and this time of year leaves are all over. I didn't know how that would impact the street sweepers and bicycle lanes. I really have issues with a lot of the bicycle lanes around South San Francisco because the bicyclists I've seen run stop signs and stop lights. I saw one just tonight when I was making a left-hand turn, come up and just run right through the red light. Thankfully, I anticipated that speed on coming towards the red light and anticipated that one wasn't going to stop. So on major streets like Airport Boulevard, I'm really wondering how that will impact traffic, if it'll back it up, or what was the goal of making these changes with all the bulb out corners and the so many bicycle paths and whatnot? Was the goal to slow traffic or just to provide more freedom for bicyclists to travel Airport Boulevard? Hoping they won't enter onto the freeway down the way.
I could answer partly to that. Maybe Tony could jump in if he can. I think partly most of this project is to improve the safety experience for bicyclists. I think we definitely want to promote, an active lifestyle around South City, and also, this connection from the downtown corridor to Caltrain Plaza is important. We feel so. I'm not sure, Tony, you have anything else to add regarding kind of the early phases of the planning for this project?
Sure, thanks, Jeff. Hi, commissioners. Yeah, duly noted comments. I think you are going to see more development like this. This is going to become the norm throughout the city. This is in line with our general plan vision, with our bike and ped active South City plan. It is to make cars move slower through major intersections, and nothing is more important than this intersection and access to the Western Plaza of the Caltrain station. So this is really about moving pedestrians and cyclists and keeping cars at slow speeds as they enter and exit Grand Avenue from downtown. So that's, it's unfortunate we do see cyclists running intersections, but we do want to continue to build bike lanes that at least protect them and add refuge points where we can for pedestrians crossing Airport Boulevard.
Yeah, my concern was at what point do bicyclists take over the roadway so that the cars feel uneasy, especially on thoroughfares like Airport Boulevard and whatnot.
Exactly.
That
seems to
my
be
concern.
A little bit very crowded here on the Airport Boulevard with the trees, with all this kind of stuff. The cars which will be passing will be very close to each other. If there will be some trucks or buses, it will be really hard to fit to the lines, see there, honestly. This is my point.
I'm worried it will add to the congestion of automobiles on airport, since it's just a very important thoroughfare there. I'm just afraid it might back traffic up quite a bit, with all the bulb out corners and bicycles shooting everywhere.
Yep, no, fair point. I think congestion is inevitable. We saw that pre-COVID, pre any of these improvements. But this guarantees safety for pedestrians and for cyclists, and that's also one of our guiding principles as we move forward with the redevelopment of downtown.
Tony, can you explain a little bit more on the trees on Airport Boulevard, if you're coming from south, those green area. So we eliminate to turn left, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, the left turn from airport going up to Grand and into the downtown is going away as part of this project.
And the green area is to what, for environmental reason?
I mean, the landscaping is there, one, to achieve the greater amount of, water retention for, whenever we have rain. And at the same time, it accomplishes another thing, which is to provide, because this is still technically about a 5-lane cross for any pedestrians or bicyclists, that middle area at the median with the landscaping is meant to provide shelter for those that are not, for those that may be differently abled, the elderly that can't make it across the signal countdown that's going to be there. So it's meant to provide a refuge for them, just so that they're not standing, like they're not trying to make the complete cross. It's a safety mechanism of this design because it is such a wide intersection, at least on airport.
I think,
I'm sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
What is the, okay, so what is the alternative solution? So the drivers that we're going that take a left, they're supposed to go to Baden, Miller, California, or what is what is?
Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the left turns at Baden and at Miller will still remain, right?
That's correct. Yeah, those will still be accessible. Yep.
Because Jeff, that is a route that actually I took every day. So it's taking forever when I, get to that light of Baden. By the time I get to California, it's just that when you cross Grand, the Miller one turns red very quick. So it's going to create more, I don't know if you consider, what's your solution for that?
Yeah, it will be crowded more. This is true because the people which will be turning left on Grand Avenue will now continue more. There will be start to being big crowding for the next street.
Jeff, Tony, can you explain a little bit more, please?
I think we'll have a timing adjustment we'll make, but certainly the idea is vehicle traffic moving north on airport, we'll be able to make a left on Miller. If they're visiting the downtown, that's perfect. It connects them with our parking garage, our existing parking garage. For traffic heading south on airport, they'll be able to make a right into the Grand Avenue. So it's not wholly cut off. A lot of the traffic that comes off the freeway will be exiting that way to airport. So we'll still have plenty of vehicle traffic on downtown, but the pedestrian refuge, like Chris said, is sort of a standard we have to create for anyone crossing.
Just off the top of your head, are the left turn volumes from northbound airport to westbound Grand, are they significant right now? Is there going to be if they're diverted to Baden or Miller or the alternate streets, is that going to create significant congestion on those streets as well, or is there not as much of a concern there with increased congestion on the side streets?
Yeah, there certainly are vehicles that make that turn, but they're most likely coming from South Airport, and so you've got an alternate at Baden, which I think with some successful signage will be able to divert traffic. Anyone coming from the west side is basically going through the downtown or side streets, so we shouldn't see that much volume lost on that piece.
I guess given the fact that this is the Caltrain station is being retrofitted, and with all those with all the high density housing developments in the area, I think I can see the benefits with as far as creating enhancing the pedestrian facilities, to better serve people walking and biking to the to the new Caltrain station. I can see where the priorities have been made. So I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, it's a constrained street, no doubt, and it's an important intersection. But yeah, the Caltrain station's kind of become this linchpin for existing and future development in the downtown on the eastern side along, Airport, Gateways, Grand. So this is sort of the next logical step in trying to make it safe for users not in a vehicle.
Green area, when you make a right turn to East Grand, that green area, I remember seeing a presentation before that was going to be like some kiosk or some like coffee stand or something, some benches. Is that still on the plan?
Yeah, absolutely. Good memory. It has changed a bit because we now have a new building at 200 Airport right there at the corner where it says future building. That's going to have ground floor retail and restaurant uses. So that'll be a really interesting, exciting engagement with the plaza, but there is a really nicely programmed set of benches and lawn space. And we're going through a public art RFP right now for some sort of exciting public art investment in the plaza within the tunnel that I think will make this a really special entrance into our downtown.
Is that going to extend a little bit underneath the freeway, or is before the freeway?
The tunnel will go under the freeway. A portion of the plaza will extend to the drip line of the freeway, but it really is meant to kind of funnel towards that tunnel experience. We do control the property behind the future building and the entire area under the freeway. It'll remain unprogrammed for now, but there's certainly a future opportunity to try and unlock that as public space, some sort of creative park space or basketball courts. It will take some creative thinking and community engagement before we can figure that out, but that's certainly a phase I want to pursue.
Just curious, is that plaza under city maintenance, or is that Caltrain's responsibility?
It's joint. A portion of it that is city responsibility, we have passed on to the developer of the future building at 200 Airport. So they will manage quite a bit of the adjacent space to their building and maintain the vegetation. The tunnel will be the city's responsibility. Then we get to the Caltrain station, and the platforms are the responsibility of the Joint Powers Board that operates Caltrain. And then when we get to the eastern side, that plaza will be the city's responsibility. So it's a bit of a patchwork and a fancy, complicated maintenance agreement we executed a couple years ago. Fun stuff.
Yeah, not as simple as you'd think.
We'll be responsible for power washing the Caltrain the Caltrans columns if we want them to look better, and we do plan to manage those and try and create some uplining that gives it a much better night feel than the current sort of looming structure we have out there.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. What's the timeline for completion of all those renovation improvements at the station?
Our landscape architect is doing submittal reviews right now, so it is in the queue for the for the contractor to start planning grading. Their push right now is getting that tunnel and its sort of preformed pieces in place. So the plaza really will be the last piece, so we don't damage all the really nice tiling we have planned. But right now we are targeting a completion by spring 2021. It was supposed to be this fall, but obviously COVID has created some challenges, so it's been pushed back a couple quarters.
Tony, I don't know if this presentation is for the corridor, but I'm just curious about that. You said there is another building on that corner. What is going to be the entrance and exit of that other project?
Yeah, it's the building at 200 Airport, which is the one we see labeled as future building, along with the neighboring 150 Airport building, are both being developed by the same Fairfield development team. So they are going to share a new small stub street cul-de-sac that exits and creates a new intersection at Baden. So the vehicles related to these buildings will come to the Baden intersection, which is just outside of this image to the left.
All right, thank you.
I have a question for the, I guess going southbound on Airport Boulevard, right there on the right-hand side of the picture where your mouse is. Is that going to be bulb outs or just line markings?
Oh, sorry. You're referring to where the Pete's Coffee Corners? Is that where you're referring to?
Yes, right there. Yes.
Yeah, that's just striping. Oh no, this bulb out, this is existing.
No, the little stripes at the underneath the bike lane.
Yeah, that's just striping. Yep.
Okay. I was wondering if there's also going to be signage, or well, potentially if there's going to be signage to not allow oversized vehicles to be parking there, since it does block the vantage point of a lot of drivers who are driving southbound. Because since they extend out a little bit more, a lot of cars kind of have to like go around them before, and they'll kind of cause more congestion going southbound on Airport. Just a suggestion, since I've seen a lot of U-Hauls and whatnot trying to move in at the new apartment complex. It's kind of hard to see past them. So I'm just concerned for the safety of the drivers, and especially with the bike lanes and stuff, we can't see them, especially with large oversized vehicles blocking the vision. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something we could definitely consider once we get this button up. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions from commissioners? All right, hearing none. All right, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate your help tonight.
Thanks for letting us join.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Bye.
Chris, were you able to, are we going to talk about the update on the Linden Avenue?
Yes, hang on 1 second. I believe we have Dave Bachhaus on the line with us tonight. So the update from what I know is that for the Linden Avenue construction, that those is scheduled to actually wrap up in the next couple of weeks, and I'll have Dave confirm details on that one.
Yep. Hang on 1 second. Good evening, everyone. Dave Bachhaus, Deputy Director of Public Works. It's just getting my screen in order here. So the construction is currently going on downtown right now on Linden Avenue. That's phase 1. and that is the Pine and Linden and Aspen and Linden intersections. That is finishing up. There's some paving to be done, a few minor items on the punch list, and that should be done by the end of this month. In mid-January of 2021, we will start phase 2, which includes Linden and work on Spruce. Specifically, it will be the intersections of Miller and Linden, Lux and Linden, California and Linden, and then Spruce and Lux, Spruce and Park, and Spruce and Maple. That construction will run from mid-January to May of 2021. That contractor is Golden Bay Construction. They've done quite a bit of work for the city. We feel much better about the progress and the process for phase 2 than we do about the existing process. So, and we'll be happy to come back to this committee at regular intervals and update you guys moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Great, awesome.
Any other items from the commission?
It means that next meeting we will have some update on the Linden and or when we can looking for the updates.
By the time we get to the next meeting, the phase 1 should be done, and we will not be starting phase 2 yet. That first update for phase 2 will probably come in February, but we will update you at the January meeting as to the completion of the phase 1.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Jolene, Justin, Evelyn, any comments?
No, I have nothing. Thank you.
Nothing from me.
No comment.
Thank you so much. Please, everybody, thank you so much. And you guys have a happy holidays. Thank you for making the meeting.
Thanks so much. You too. See you in the new year.
Yeah, see you in the new year. Thank you, everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year.
All right.
Happy holiday.
Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Stay safe, everyone.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.